Well, that just figures. Wait a minute, Bethany, was that you?
No, that was Abby.
That was Abby. What did you do?
I sneezed.
You sneezed?
Yeah.
Are you taking after your big sister over here?
Yes.
Was that a real sneeze or a fake sneeze?
Oh, wait,
It was real?
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome. You gonna do it again, Abs?
Yes.
Let's hear it. Let's hear a sneeze from you.
Now that one's fake.
Okay, but that was really a good fake. I will say that. Your sister's a nut.
Yeah.
Hey, girls.
Hi. Hi.
So y'all are having lunch, huh?
Yep.
Cool. Well, we started to get up this morning, and we had our day planned, you know, our regular day where we were going to go to school, and then, you know, this happened. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we woke up to this morning.
I can't see.
Here, I'll open the door. Maybe you guys can see better. Check it out. Isn't that pretty? So that is what's happening here in sunny northern Virginia today, near the DC region. Usually when we get these weather reports, what we get is less than what we say, and so it's kind of a cry wolf kind of thing. You never know if you're going to get, you know, school's going to be delayed or closed, or, you know, there's a run on the grocery stores. Actually, I think it's kind of a conspiracy with these grocery stores and the weather reports sometimes, but yeah, this is the real deal. And so it is snowing. We haven't had an early November snow like this in a long time. I'm going to close the door because it comes with cold temperatures. So that's what happened. And we originally had a delay, right, girls?
Right.
We had a delay, and then Mom looked outside and said, "Ain't no way I'm going outside today." And so I started texting the bus drivers, right? And then finally one of our bus drivers said, "Oh, they closed the schools." So we were real happy about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
Or were we?
Except for me.
Except for this one right here. Because
Hey!
What happened, Hannah? What happens to you?
My routine gets messed up and I get mad.
Why do you get mad when your routine... Here, let's talk to Hannah for a minute. Why do you get messed up? Why do you get upset when your routine gets messed up?
Because things just don't go to my schedule.
So you have in your mind a very rigid and set way about how your day is going to go, and you have a very difficult time going with the flow, right?
Yeah.
Processing the information and trying to figure out that, oh, nope, you're not going to work today. You know, because, I mean, they can't get the vans in the driveway, right?
Yeah, and Dad canceled my Metro access.
That's what I'm talking about, because they can't get in the driveway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to go with the flow, right? You're actually, Hannah, I'm proud of you, because you are doing better with this than you used to. It used to be really not pretty.
I still am like that.
I know, inside, but you're not acting out with the anger like you used to. So I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we work on stuff, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're just going to kind of go with the flow today. We were hoping, we had an appointment to get our HVAC system fixed. This is why we all have sweaters on and things. We had, you saw some of our earlier videos in the summer where Hannah, we had fans set up in the house because we went all summer without air conditioning, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
But we survived. It wasn't so bad. Our system went down in the spring, and of course that translates into heat in the wintertime. But we have everything set up, and the guys were going to come today and put in a new system for us, but they couldn't get in here. The roads were too slippery, and our installer called and said that people were all slammed into each other and sliding off the roads and stuff, and we didn't want them to have any accidents or anything, right?
Right.
So they're going to come tomorrow so that we can have heat. And meanwhile, we've got the fire going in the fireplace, and we're gonna have our coffee and maybe some hot chocolate. Well, I don't know if Dad can get to the store and get some milk. The fire's going, and we're all bundled up.
We are, and I have my lumberjack shirt
Right?
on.
Daddy dude.
Today I planned on working from home today anyway because we had the HVAC system being installed today, but it turned out that it's a snow day here too. So I do have a work day at home today. And then later, after we finish up here, we'll be able to hang your curtain rods, hopefully, or finish. We've got,
Hopefully.
how many we've got? 4 out of 6
We've
done, 4 out of
yeah,
6.
You only have a couple more.
We have
to do.
2 more, and hopefully we can, hopefully the mollies that we have will work. We've only had 1 mishap so far. So we have 6 more
Mr.
opportunities,
Mr.
right?
and Mrs.
12 more
DIY
opportunities.
here.
12 more opportunities to hit a massive metal plate like I did last time. So that's not a good
I think
thing.
that the studs were just connected by some metal plate. But
I
anyway,
think
we'll
so.
explain that later.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Go with the flow.
go with flow today.
Are you going to shovel the driveway?
No.
Not at all?
No. I'll probably just this won't be much, and it'll most likely it'll just melt because it's not that cold.
Well, you hope.
I hope, but if I have to shovel the driveway, I don't want to bring out the snow blower and all that stuff. So I'm resisting. I'm resisting doing that because I still have to mow one more time before the end of the year.
I think you missed your opportunity.
I can't mow today, but I need to mow one more time. And but if I need to go out and shovel the driveway, I will do that. We didn't turn our van around, so
Oops.
yeah, it'd be difficult to
Well,
get
this
out
was
of the
kind
driveway.
of came out of nowhere.
And it's icy.
I
The
did
thing
not believe
is-
the weather report.
The roads are icy, and that's what's happening.
Right.
That's what happens when it's not quite cold enough to work, but cold enough to freeze and icy roads, and that's what happens here.
Well, that just figures. Wait a minute, Bethany, was that you?
No, that was Abby.
That was Abby. What did you do?
I sneezed.
You sneezed?
Yeah.
Oh, are you taking after your big sister over here?
Yes.
Was that a real sneeze or a fake sneeze?
Oh, wait, huh?
It was real?
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome. You gonna do it again, Abs?
Yes.
Let's hear it. Let's hear a sneeze from you.
Come on.
Now that one's fake.
Okay, but that was really a good fake. I will say that. Your sister's a nut.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, guys. Well, there's never a dull moment when we make the most out of whatever it is that we have coming our way. What are you doing,
Getting
Abby?
water.
Oh, okay, go get some water. Oh, your drama queen sister can't. She didn't come with a shut-off valve. Hannah's the one. We put a nickel in her and get $1 worth every single time, don't we, Hannah?
Yeah.
Yes. Ay, ay, ay. Hannah. This is your life.
This is our life. Oh my. Oh my.
Let me live a little younger than I really am. We've got nothing here to save us from ourselves. Let's live life like it's made up, jump in the wishing well. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. 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 We are wanderers, nothing can stop us.
Well, you can really hear that ice hitting the side of the house and the car. Oh my goodness. Here he comes. Well, it's really ice. It's like
an inch and a half. See? An inch and a half. There's ice at the bottom, but it's melting. So it's icy right there.
Yeah. You're gonna have a hard time turning the van around. It's really pretty significant.
And it hasn't started. It's turning into sleet. See that?
Yes, I do. I can hear it. Hitting the car, hitting the house, hitting the ground.
It's,
That's
here.
dangerous.
I can actually see it. See it? Hit my glove.
Yes. I can feel it hitting my head.
Oh, well, here, do it like this. Sleet,
Yes.
freezing rain. We used to live in Florida,
We did used to live in Florida.
and I didn't see snow until I was 20 years old.
Well, I remember because I grew up in upstate New York. And I remember when we first met, we went up to visit, and you had to drive in it. There was a blizzard when we drove from Florida.
Yeah.
I might be mixing trips up, but we had to drive home in a blizzard.
Yeah.
And that was a
I'd
real,
never driven in snow before.
that was baptism by fire for
I'd
you.
never seen snow until I was 20. And, growing up in Florida, we never had heavy coats. We had fleece coats, and that was like our heaviest coat. But I had no idea what a winter coat was. I had
Well,
no
you
idea.
knew what a winter coat was,
No,
but you
and we didn't.
You didn't
them.
have them, I know.
didn't have them, and we didn't see them.
I
ever.
know.
And so we had fleece coats. I remember I had a leather jacket in high school.
You better come inside a little bit.
I had a leather jacket in high school that was fleece, and that was heavy. That was a heavy coat. It is really good for the
Good
kids. It changes
services
service.
and, yeah.
Changes seasons. It's nice. The hills, the
Right.
mountains, the water.
We need to be like close enough to a city where they can have transportation and access to services, and yet, so we really are blessed to be where we're at.
That is true.
It's a nice little pocket of rural, very close to the city. I'm going to call David and see if he has classes today, or if he had to walk to his classes, or he just stayed in, or if they canceled them, or what. He might be in class, actually. Hey, what are you doing? Were your classes canceled today? Oh, okay. So your classes were canceled. All right, I'm going to put you on speakerphone, okay? All right. Okay, so what did you do? Did you sleep in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like until just now?
No, I mean, not really, but starting to fall asleep, but because it's cold.
It is very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did you get emails to say that your classes were canceled?
Yeah, they sent us a bunch. They were originally going to open it at 10 and then
Right.
12, and then they were like, just screw it.
Yeah. Same thing happened here, David. It's been a crazy morning.
Oh.
Yeah, and Nate and them, they tried to come over with the HVAC system. They tried to bring the HVAC system, and Micah called and he said that the cars were slid all over the road, and they were like smashing into each other and going off into the ditch and stuff. And so he didn't want to take a chance of getting his truck run into because he needs to be able to work. So, Yeah, so we don't have heat again until tomorrow.
Ugh.
But it's coming, though. That's the good news.
Is it gonna clear up by tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah, it's already kind of starting to. But are you going to be able to get out and get food and stuff?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Okay. So you haven't done that yet.
No.
All right. Well, we just want to check on you and make sure that you're okay. And,
Okay.
you know, this is your mother talking. Get some food, okay? Be careful walking. I'm sure that they've cleared the sidewalks and things for you guys. So hopefully they've done that.
Want to come home tomorrow?
You going to want to come home for the weekend?
No, I'll probably just stay here for the 2 days and then come on Wednesday.
Oh, because Thanksgiving. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you have enough clean underwear to get you through?
I
Yeah.
have a big pile left.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, well, that sounds good. That makes a lot of sense then. Okay. All right, well, get up, go get showered, get some food.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie. Be careful walking, okay? All right, we love you.
Okay.
Uh,
Talk to
I don't want to go in that cold. It's kind of hot in here because we turned up the heat, but
oh, you don't want to go. Well, just wear layers, a lot of thin layers, right? And you don't have to go that far because your dorm is near, you know, where you get food, right? David, you have to eat. Do you hear me?
yeah.
All right. Do it. Text me later and tell me what you had to eat.
Okay, I think they have Thanksgiving lunch actually.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Go get some. That'll warm your insides up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we love you.
Bye.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Just let me live a little younger than I really am. We've got nothing here to save us from ourselves. Let's live life like it's made up, jump in the wishing well. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. 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 We are wanderers, nothing can stop us.
Yay. So you would think that something as simple as hanging curtain rods would be simple? Not so much, right, honey?
It's simple as long as everything goes right. But that's typically not what happens.
No.
But the one thing that's made this job a lot easier over the years as we've done it dozens and dozens and dozens of times,
And other projects.
and other projects, is to use these easy anchors. And oh, by the way,
Oh.
they're not a sponsor.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, unless
we're
they
not
want a
big
sponsor.
enough. We're not
If
big
they-
enough to be have sponsors.
If they want to
yet.
sponsor us, that would be great. But the nice thing about these easy anchors, they do drywall and stud, so it doesn't matter what's behind the drywall.
Right. That makes
Except
a
if
huge
you have a
difference.
main metal plate like I did
Well, and then you
yesterday.
just have to drill a hole as soon as you figure out what the metal plate is,
But
because you don't
these-
want to go into a junction box or an electrical box.
So these drywall stud anchors are, you just put them into the wall like that, you screw them in, or you know,
drill.
drill them
Well,
right into
power-
the wall
power.
one time,
Yeah.
and then you use the drill or the screw to go into that as a base.
And you can't use the screws and the hardware that come with the
No.
rods. Typically,
It just
you have-
it's wasteful
Yeah.
to do. 'Cause you end up with holes in your wall that it won't work. And the mollies and the little anchors that they use are not strong enough.
No.
These have 50 pounds of. These are the 50-pound ones, and they're about 1.25 inches long, I guess. We did match the screws to the length of the screws that came with the
with the rods.
rods. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the same color, right? These are silver, and the ones that came with it are.
Well, that's what paint is for,
Exactly.
and magic markers and things
Not a
like that
problem.
to touch up. But also, when you put the curtains up, you're not even going to notice it anyway.
So the other thing is that these come in like little 3-packs and 4-packs. That's ridiculous. Just buy a pack of these. Have 20 something in them or whatever. You need a lot.
Yeah,
You just,
we do anyway.
You might as well just get 20 of them. And I collect these of different sizes
You collect a lot of things.
so that we can use them when we want to. The next step is to put the bracket up.
But you're pretty handy. I mean, you have hung all of our light fixtures. I can do this without the glare. There's one up here too, but it might be too bright. Yeah. He has hung, you're in our
All those.
bedroom now, by the way, so things are getting a little personal here, but I've actually painted the entire house myself, right?
Yes, you have. Even the ceiling, every single square inch, including trim, ceilings, everything. Even wall plates have been painted by
Me.
hers truly.
Are you allowed to help?
No,
You're not allowed.
I was not allowed to.
Joe's not allowed anywhere near a paintbrush.
No, I cannot.
Power tools,
I'm
yes.
not.
Paintbrushes, no.
I am not allowed around a paintbrush. I'm too lazy, and I don't
You're just
have
not,
skill. I'm not
meticulous.
skilled. I'm actually not very. I'm not a skilled tradesman.
But you have built, like in our old house, you built that nice boxed coffered ceiling with your
I
own two
did.
bare hands, and
I
it was
did.
gorgeous. And it
And I
saved a
did
lot
that
of
by
money.
buying really decent tools
Right.
and
Good wood,
good wood. That was the thing too.
S4S wood,
I had really good wood and
and your wife is the queen of caulk.
that is true. So you have made up for many mistakes with excellent caulk work and painting, because as long as I can get the hole within like less than a quarter or half, or maybe an eighth of an inch gap, caulk does the trick. At least your caulking does. It does. It looks perfectly like like finished wood does. Whereas anything that I do
Not so much.
looks like it's done with scrap wood.
Well,
scrap.
we're not professionals, but
And I
we're
do
pretty
find
good.
I know
We're
how to
pretty
find-
good DIYers, though.
I need to find studs and make sure that we're in proper anchored locations, and I've done a lot of that. Okay, so that one is, I'm not putting it up all the way because we're leaving this because of this angled wall.
Right.
You can see.
I want the
Where's- I don't know where
curtains
your
hung all the
flashlight
way to
is.
the ceiling because it makes it nicer. See, there's one
So,
that we already put up.
because this is a curved wall, we can't slide the rod in from the side. So we have to leave these a little loose. We did that on that rod, on the middle first. So we'll put in all the rings, and then we'll take the rod up. And when we have
And
these
then tighten
three
it.
brackets up, then we'll tighten everything up once it gets finished up. All right, so on to the next bracket.
Okay.
This is very interesting because this is just your regular pencil, right? Carpenter's pencil. But one of the things we wanted to do with this bracket is to line it up exactly about the same width as this window frame. So I'm going to use my pencil to measure. So
usually we
in this
set
case-
them. Usually we put them 4 inches out and 4 inches up.
Yeah, can't
but-
do that here because of this angle.
The angle, it's
So
math, people.
here I'm going to use this pencil to measure. See, it's almost like to where can't really see it with my shadow.
I see what you're doing.
But see, I'm going to do it with where that end of the thing, and that way I know how far to come out up here. It's going to be
And I may end up with corner connectors, but
right about here. And I'm going to use the width of the pencil. See that?
yeah.
To make sure that I match, because I've done that all the way around for every one of them. so that I've used a jig, basically. This is called a jig.
So you guys didn't know you were going to get home improvement tips on SixBlindKids.
That's right.
But I'm going to start calling you JoJo, by the way. But there's more to us than that. You know, we both have our things that we enjoy and our hobbies and that sort of thing. And for me, it's always been decorating the house and
It's funny because the kids can't appreciate it, but they
well,
do like
but
having
Hannah
it.
does.
They do appreciate all the textures
Right,
and
and
the
they like their
feelings.
rooms to look nice and all that kind
They
of stuff.
do. And we'll have to do bedroom tours
Hannah
someday.
does not like shag rugs or anything furry. Oh, those are stories we'll have to tell you later on. There, she's quite a piece of work, that one.
It has to do with sensory issues and just kind of textures that are unique to people that have sensory issues, as Hannah does. And a lot of people do. A lot of people have sensory issues. With the rings.
Not yet. Okay, now.
So we put the rod up with the loosened brackets with the
Yeah.
rings.
That's why it's wiggling and jiggling up there.
And then we're tightening the brackets against the wall. And then we'll do that to the 3 brackets. And then final adjustment.
And what did you use? You used a ratchet.
Yep. A
Screwdriver.
ratchet Phillips head. Can't really put the electric up here because there's not enough room. So the ratchet.
The electric
The
screwdriver.
electric one, yeah. Electric drill.
So we'll see how this looks. I may end up, there's corner connectors. I may end up doing that so that it all looks more like one piece.
And you'll have to clean the wall up from
Yeah,
my
I'll do all that.
my messiness here. What?
Gotta do it again.
I know. We hit metal.
Just like
we
you
hit,
said.
We hit metal.
Dude, what do you think it is? Do you think I think
it's
it's
either some flashing or
I don't know. I hope we don't end up with leaks or
I don't think so.
electrical
I think
sparks
it's
or-
I think it's some kind of frame that
yeah,
holds
that's
this,
what I think too. But
this
why we
shell
only hit
together.
it? Why did we only hit it on a couple
We
of
hit it
spots?
there and here, so it makes sense that it's on this corner that they have some kind of metal that holds these pieces together. You know, because this stuff is built in a factory.
Right,
somewhere.
and the walls
The
were
walls are
built
They
in a
need-
factory, and this part of the house.
Is not. Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's not though. Who knows? I hope you. I'm not touching this metal ladder.
So what we're doing is we're going right through that metal, and then we'll use the sheet metal screws that came with the stuff instead of using the molly or the anchor. So that's what we're doing. That's our story, and we're sticking with it.
Ta-da! A little tweaking needed, but they look pretty darn nice. I think.
We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. We are wanderers, nothing can
Yep,
stop us.
Dad lucked out again with the melting.